Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with the 6 layout using the kit that we had put together and then some page kits. And I'm just showing you once I put that page kit together, I was like, oh, I would love to have more green and more yellow, because in those pictures, it's pictures of my daughter and her fiance and my husband tubing when we were away last summer. And the tubes were green and the embellishments were green, but I thought this would be fun if it had more green and yellow papers. So I went into my stash and found some Kaiser Craft pattern papers, and I think it was Dear Lizzie Happy Place. So I just brought in a few sheets of pattern papers in the green, and then I just started cutting them 3x3. And I thought, because at first I thought, well, maybe I could do I did that a few times, like 4x4, and then mount the photos. But I thought this would be fun to do like a grid of 3x3 cards, or not cards but pattern papers, and then mount the photos sort of in the middle. Now another 6x6 was that dark, I think it's like dark gray or black, and I thought that would be fun to put right in the center, and it'll bring in the other colors. And I showed you the distress inks or ink I'm going to use, and it's hickory something, so it's like a gray. And a lot of times I prefer that to the black because it's not as bold, but it still looks black, but it's not so bold. And I'd rather use that, and it still inks the edges really good. It makes them stand out, but it's not as in your face, and I really like that. Now I'm not going to bother putting a square in the middle because it's going to be totally covered. And as you can tell, the two squares on the outer side, the bottom one and the top one, they're the ones with the little arrows, and I made sure that they're pointing sort of towards the photo instead of out. And so it kind of helps guide the eye towards the middle and not outside the page. And now I'm just going to glue those, and then I'm going to notice here, as you can tell, I think it's the second one, I'm totally off. So I'm going to rip those apart. This is where I notice, oh, this is not working out. So I'm going to pull that out and fix that, and it's wrong at the top. So I'm going to fix that so it has the same amount of margin in between the two. And now I got to figure out how I'm going to put the pictures on the layout. Now I had 4 pictures. It didn't mean that I want to use them all. I just wanted some options when I was going to do the layout. So I'm playing with certain possibilities and seeing how much that, I would have to cut down, and then I'm starting to play with the embellishments. And I liked the green and the black. I really like how the black really pops on the green and the yellow. So I know this one here, I can cut it down quite a bit. So I'm going to put it to the top right or top left, and then this one here too, I know I can cut it down quite a bit, and I'm kind of measuring with a pencil, and I'm going to cut that down. As long as it fits on that 6x6 pattern paper, I'm going to be happy. One of the embellishments says Hello Sunshine, and it is yellow and black, so it works out perfectly. And I was going to try and put a third photo at the bottom of the layout there, and then I thought, no, that's where you can do your journaling. So I have this stack of pattern papers that are all journaling or grid journal lines pattern papers. So when I know I need a journaling piece that I don't want to use a Project Life card, I just go to that specific rack and I pull out some, the coordinating color that I like. So when I was unpacking my scrap room, that's what I did. Like, all these were with other packs, and I literally went through my pattern paper sheet by sheet and decided, where they were going to be in my scrap room. So anything that I found that was a grid or journaling lines or anything like that, I put them all together. And right now, it was a pain when I did it, but right now I'm really liking it. I'm getting to use them a whole lot more. And where before it was like, oh, I would love to, have a grid pattern paper, but I had no idea. Unless I knew it was in a specific collection, I had no idea where it was. So that's helping out quite a bit. So this video is going to go up on day 13 of my video a day. And I just want to let you know a little bit of, what I've been up to. Obviously, I'm working hard on making sure that I have a video for a video a day. But not just that, I said that I was going to do a scrap room tour in the month of July. And here we are halfway through and I haven't uploaded one yet. And that's because I'm working hard at, of course, I decide to reorganize, right? So I reorganized a whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to get done. There's some, those media sticks that I wanted my husband to put up, and I wanted those, up before I did my room tour, and because I knew exactly where I wanted them and what I wanted to put in them. So I've been working hours on it every day, and today is Thursday, and I'm going to start filming on Saturday. It's probably going to be a few videos, but I'm going to start filming them and start uploading those sometime next week. But it's not going to be one long video. I think I'm going to cut them down to, quite a few shorter videos. So since we're talking about scrap room, the question for today is, do you have a dedicated area for scrapbooking, or do you scrapbook on your kitchen table? When I started way back 19 years ago, almost 20 years ago, I used to have a little tub that I had upstairs, and I would bring the stuff down to the kitchen table and scrapbook there. And I have to say, I did about 10 to 12 layouts a day. At one point, we bought a desk that we put in the little nook in our bedroom, and I went from 12 pages a year to almost 100 pages a year. Just the fact that I had a little desk that was designated just for scrapbooking, and I could leave things out and come back to it, whenever I could. Then a few years after that, once my oldest daughter was 18 and moved out on her own, converted her room into a scrapbook room, and then it took, years of buying furniture here and there, and then I had my scrapbook room. And now that last year we built a new house, it was nice that our plans had a room above the garage, and that will be the room that I'll be showing next week. So if you can put in the comments below, where is your spot where you are creative. But getting back to this layout, I used a couple of the frames and cut them down as my anchors for my embellishment clusters. And I put one at the bottom of the journaling spot, and it said memories, and that was perfect because it was for a vacation. And then I'm just, kind of taking the embellishments that I had put for this layout, and I'm just spreading them in between the three different clusters, and you can see everything that I have left over. I'm putting it in my little container, and at the end of this is page 6. So I'm going to take all those embellishments and we'll make a couple more pages. Now I cut down the background paper, and again, because it's in one of those paper pads that have 180, and and I had a question from Christine asking where I got that, because we're from the same area. I got them at Michael's, and it was like the best of the best of my mind's eye. But unfortunately, since I bought those, now Michael's has come out with their own brands, Recollections, papers, and I find they don't carry pattern papers like they used to. Like they used to bring in like Chamel collections and Amy Tangerine and Dear Lizzie. You know, it was older ones, but they used to bring them in and you could get them at a good discount, but I haven't seen them forever. So I bought those quite a few years ago. Now I'm going to put down the date because remember I said I'm really bad with that. So I'm putting the year down so at least I have that. And that's going to complete this layout. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up. And here are some close-ups of the layout and all the embellishment clusters. So I just want to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.